Right. Well, I'll kick this off. As this channel, I completely had not realized it was even there. So, happy Friday, everybody. Hi, this is from Shakens. Hi, Jamie. Hope everything went well. This, by the way, is a big part of pretty much every message, and wish you a speedy recovery. Regarding my PTSD regarding chicken and egg tokenomics, what is your vision on the relationship between pyre and lava? Is the aim to keep lava in a more or less stable position, or do you see it appreciating and depreciating with its connection to PYR?
Obviously, I can't comment on prices because it's very hard to work out what lava may settle as. I think stability is something we are aiming for. Whether that stability is keeping it at 3 cents, 20 cents, $1, I don't know. But I think the way we've organised the tokenomics is that there always will be a limit on how much is generated per day and how much is and sort of all the use cases we've given it. I think you'll always have a desire to buy some. So all I can say is that everything's in place in order to stop inflation of it and to stop sort of it just completely losing any value. I don't think there's any concern of that. Whether or not it stays at we're not aiming to keep it at a certain price. We're aiming to keep it at a price as opposed to going down, down, down and be devalued.
Yep. Okay. Can we get written confirmation on how much of an improvement foraging stats are for level 1 Vulcanites, level 2 Vulcanites, etc.? For example, foraging speed, decrease amount, increase percent chances of finding rare materials, NFTs, etc. Just something that would provide more information for when people are either buying or renting Vulcanites. It's actually a really good... this is something that I can actually get implemented myself as to what the actual percent differences are, and to showcase it in the different areas that it's needed. Could 100% earning share lands be restricted to pyre cost only for listings? This is actually, I think there was some miscommunication between the recent change that was proposed, Jamie, where this has to go back to exclusively being available for rental. Don't even need to really answer that. It does need changing, and this has actually been discussed behind the scenes, because the 100% earning, I think it was mistakenly put for both options available, so that has to actually change. So yes, that is being changed as we speak, I believe. Back to where it was. From TBMBBB, that's a bit of a strange name, when staking. Jamie? Jamie's gone quiet. Jamie's disconnected. I will move on to the next question and see which ones I can answer from my vast chest of knowledge until Jamie comes back online. Where were we? This is from Pete12S. Glad the surgery was a success, Jamie, and hope you have a speedy recovery. I've had a few knee surgeries myself and know the struggles. Please rest up and put the phone down after the AMA, at least for the weekend. But when, if not answered already in general announcements, before the AMA, staking live, tower defense on iOS, Vulcan Runner, Frenzy live, Elysium mainnet launch live, Berserk tournament roadmap with above dates confirmed. The Berserk tournament, as per the ongoing announcements in the Berserk channel, I believe is this weekend it starts. There's some places that have come up with after some no-show confirmations. So I do believe that is going ahead this weekend. If Dude or Day can actually throw a confirmation into the chat under that question, I would appreciate it. As to the rest, again, staking was one for Jamie. Tower defense on iOS. Toby could possibly provide the answer to that one textually as well. The Vulcan Runner, I believe, next week we get an alpha of it. That was at least per the latest developments with it, so that would be quite a fun one. It is looking amazing considering the time that's being spent on it. It is looking great. Frenzy is not yet live. I don't believe we actually have a fixed date for when it will go live. Elysium mainnet, again, there's a lot of testing. It is a full-on blockchain, so this isn't something that we can rush, but there will be various announcements. Yap, I believe, is actually working very closely with them to provide a lot of documentation for the community on timeframes. And yes, a roadmap, you'll actually be seeing a lot of things coming from the different teams that are involved. We do understand a lot of the latest kind of frustrations from the community side, but as I've said in a couple of the different chats, you're all actually a part of the process. This is a very unusual way of going about game development, especially one where there's various games involved. No, there are not any kind of shared teams. Everything is being handled by individual teams. But yeah, welcome to part of the process is what I've said to a lot of people. Things don't always go to plan. And if they don't go to plan, they don't go to plan. Now, normally that frustration is an internal frustration. It's not one that is, it's not one that's visible to the rest of the community, especially when it comes to games. So yeah, you're seeing your frustrations are our frustrations. There is no hiding that. But yeah, we are striving to do as well as we can. There is no stopping. There are no weekends. There is no nothing. It is just work until everything is working right. Is selling materials for lava still an idea in Vulcan City? Yes, it is. There are two different setups. There's going to be crafting. There's going to be all sorts. There's also plans for certain different implementations for this within VulcanVerse itself. But again, that's all in a bit of an early stage, but it's very interesting. And I can't wait to see a crafting system both for materials and a merging system for materials where people can merge certain rarities of materials into another. So there's going to be a lot of more use cases for the materials. There's going to be a lot more usage of them also within game, which is very necessary. Question: is there any indication when the other land levels, level 3+? This will be released periodically. Initially, we're now getting ahead of ourselves. Things are now in a place where there's a lot more going on for the future levels. But for now, it is going to be periodically. There is no exact time frame on level 3 for land. So yeah, that's going to be one where you have to wait for the announcements. I said we are expanding team and development, so things are speeding up. Is there a plan to look at Berserk rewards from Captain Thor? The lava payouts are way too low compared to the time it takes. I believe so. Yes. There's a lot of reworking going on with the economics within Berserk. Welcome back, Jamie.
Thanks, mate. Sorry.
That's all right. No, not a problem at all. I've been answering as we go along. Yeah, you didn't flatline on me. That's great. It would make the AMA really awkward. I will go back to P12S's question. There's a couple there that I can't myself answer. So the first one was the when for staking live. Vulcan Runner, which I believe, as I mentioned, there was talks of the alpha build being practically ready. So I'm expecting next week on that one, as per the latest information provided by them. So staking live, Frenzy live, and Elysium live, basically.
Okay, so obviously I think staking is something everyone wants to know about. So yeah, the staking flow, it was ready in December, and obviously we had the hack, and that's not the reason we've pushed it back. I guess I don't know. Maybe the truth of the matter is I've been a little bit sort of not scared, just sort of weary putting the whole peer staking program out after the issues we've had. So what we've decided to do is a compromise. Some of you may or may not like this, you may agree with it. What we're going to do is we are going to open up the staking next week. However, we're going to do the first month of staking with Lava. So we're going to do 500,000 Lava. So it was going to be 200 and something thousand peer to start with. We're going to use Lava to start with. Just, because it's we're talking about $4 million worth of stuff going out, and you can never test things well enough without enough people using them. So we're going to start it next week with 500,000 worth of Lava. You have to stake 100 Lava, just like you would 50 peer. So we're doubling what you would for peer with Lava, and we're going to use that as our first month sort of guinea pig of staking, because we're sending out real money every day based on some variables. And okay, everything's working fine on the QA, but it's real stuff, so I want to sort of test this out for a month. So it will start next week. It's going to be with Lava. The conditions are you'll have like a little thermometer thing, which is like 50 XP. So you have to earn at least 50 XP a week in VulcanVerse. If you don't earn your 50 XP that week, or you dip below it, you will miss a whole week of staking. So it's up to you to either get that 50 XP in that week, or find a Sedalian or Scholar or someone to play your on your land. I've always stressed that you can't just sit back on your land and earn from it. You're going to have to sort of get involved in some way. So there's your answer. It's not with peer, but it's going to be with Lava. And I think you all, if you objectively look at it, I think you probably agree with me that it's a safe bet. Because that's still not a small amount of money, but we are using tokens. I want to make sure it goes out correctly.
Okay, so the next one was an update that I have to get from Toby on tower defense on iOS.
So tower defense was going to be the 22nd of February. I did find out yesterday or this morning, I've lost track of all time the last day, that Nick, who's the head of the tower defense, pushed back the launch to March the 4th or 6th. Toby will know the exact date that's coming out now. So we are going to share gameplay of all the animations working, all this kind of stuff, to sort of tease you how it looks fully functional. But we want to do QA on it because we know everyone hates buggy releases, and we're trying to get beyond that. So March 6th or 4th, Toby will confirm in this channel, I'm sure, what the date we were given for that is. But that's when the release will be.
All right, cool. Frenzy going live.
Again, we can't put it live until the games that use Tartarus are working. I mean, to be honest, the games that use Frenzy are actually quite simple games. I mean, okay, I'm not diminishing anything from the developers, but in terms of functionality, Tartarus, you just sort of slash tower defense, you sort of move around, and Temple Run, you sort of just run. So these aren't complex games to get working, but we can't enable the Frenzy pass until they're working. And I think I did tell you the date just now. The tower defense, Tartarus, I need to confirm with Ruchika now. As soon as I'll confirm on Temple Run, Vulcan Runner, and Tartarus for an ETA for you.
Cool. Where was I? Okay, I answered that one question. That one question. For level 3 character, the expected requirements are 30,000 lava and 30,000 unused XP. Is this fixed or under review? As 30,000 lava currently equals around $4,000 which is quite a lot for leveling up an avatar.
Yeah, I never know why it was 30. I think the reason it says 30k lava there is because
it was the old. It was based on the old XP, which was called.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how much lava we'll put in there yet, and it's not. It probably won't even be 30k XP. It'll probably be more than that, because we've seen how fast people can get their XP now. So it is under review. It's definitely not 30k lava. So don't panic. But
it's
we are
50K.
looking at, yeah, exactly. we are looking for a substantial amount of lava. Obviously, it won't be that much, but it'll be enough to sort of make a dent in your lava earnings and force you to the decks. But yeah, it's under review for now. Right now, we're just getting level 2 out.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Next questions. From Pyrian, 1, when are you getting out of the hospital? 2, were you able to keep quiet about the NDAs during the...
Number 1, today. Number 2, I have no idea what I said or didn't say, so maybe they wouldn't have understood anyway.
Right, important question. When is Troy land auction planned? Would it be possible to move the land sale to March? I'm asking because in some countries, including mine, the Pyre tokens acquired in the private sale at the end of February can be sold traded tax-free after 1-year holding period. Any purchase of Troy land with Pyre on the marketplace before this period is over can really hurt. It's like in most cases, it's actually up to 48% taxes. It's an interesting
Well, we won't
question.
do anything.
But
it is, yeah. I mean, it won't be in February, the sale anyway, and we're not doing that because of tax reasons. I have to sort of stress here, we're not going to alter anything we do for any tax purposes. The best we'll do is like offer like spreadsheets you can download and stuff, but if we start making things sort of compliant to one country's tax needs, we'll have to do the others. But regarding the sale, it won't be until March anyway. This month is all going to be about the all these the seeds and the staking and the sowing to get it and your free land, because so don't worry, no, it will be in March, not February.
Cool. When is the first poker tournament planned?
I'm unsure. Oh, I've just got a okay, Vulcan Runner. It's going to be shared today, actually.
Oh, there you go, guys.
Internally, but it's been resolved to release it on Monday for the community. Okay, so guys, you can use Vulcan Runner on Monday. We can do a little test group with you. Tartarus, we're just integrating the new avatars and new demons. And then integration into Vulcanverse will be in March. We'll get you the exact dates in the coming week. So again, just use this time if you can, guys, to play the Tartarus version we have now as much as possible, because once we integrate into Vulcanverse, it's going to be a little bit harder, I imagine, to do some edits. So, okay. Mm-hmm. And what was your question then, Glitch, before?
First poker tournament.
I don't know. As far as I know, the poker's been running smoothly. I think they've got a couple more bugs and things to fix. I remember talking to Rachika about that before. And then we can start moving to XP. Maybe you guys know more than I do on poker, but I got an update the other day. Here we are, poker update release next week with all the Discord comments integrated. So that will be our final release. So if that's smooth, and I imagine it will be, we've only got a few things to do, then we can implement XP and we can run a tournament.
Will the Vulcan ledger have any other feature benefit besides staking?
I think there's going to be various ledgers. We're not just going to stop at the lava ledger. This specific lava ledger is just for lava staking. I mean, I think the world's our oyster in terms of what we can implement banking-wise. We just haven't thought that far ahead. We want to start with this first and then talk to the community and see what else we can do. So just see this as a one feature lava ledger does one thing.
Okay, where's the next... the question that appears with every AMA, when fishing?
The fishing animations have started. I know Rachika, our head of animation design, is listening to this, so perhaps she'll give me an ETA when we can have a look at that, because I think once we've got the animation sorted, it's not hard to plop in the functionality for it. So hopefully I'll have an answer for that soon. And
I will just say that this week I had mentioned the whole point of gathering a lot of information from all the different teams as to, with the intention of getting a more specific kind of feature rollout roadmap. Now, we've now got from the vast majority of the teams all the information that we need. In fact, one of the key ones has been the Berserk one. Dude's actually, there's a big article being written up about it as well. So I'm hoping to actually get all of that onto paper in the coming week, and not just into paper, but onto the website, where people can actually see what features are going to be coming out, not with exact dates, because exact dates don't work. But it's just so that people can see what we're going to be rolling out, in approximately which order they're going to be rolled out for all the different games. Now, where's the...
Okay, fishing will be
fishing.
21st of February. I'm just getting these messages as we're talking. So 21st of 21st of February is when we get the fishing animations, and then integrating them should be quick. So there is a chance, don't hold me to it, that we get fishing this month.
Awesome. When foraging scroll fragments?
Good point. You know what, Glitch? Let's send a load to the thingamajig.
Yep, I'll talk with Knight, and I'll see what after the new update on the portal, see what we can actually get sent, and start having some interesting NFTs appearing in there.
Yeah.
Now God buffs are being worked on, so I'm not going to give a when for that, but they are all being worked on. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes for the gods. One of the intentions is to actually have the majority of the god features, especially like the basic ones, to be rolled out at the same time. So yeah, that's ongoing. Don't have an exact when for that. There's a lot of questions. I've got to go through a lot of these. Okay. Yes, well, that one's been answered. Cap Thor, it's coming up next week. Will the loot pools? Wow. Will the loot pools for fishing differ by quadrant/rod?
Will the will the rods change per quadrant?
Like what they can actually fish.
Again, sorry, guys. I mean, last week I said I hadn't worked out what we're going to put in the water yet, and we still haven't. I guess now we know we've got a date when the fishing's coming. We can actually look at what we can get. We do want to make it different, and also logical. We don't, what can you actually fish from the ocean, or whether that matters. But we haven't decided what you're going to get from the sea, which you wouldn't get from the land yet. But now we've only got 10 days to decide. I guess we'll put that as priority. If you want to get that in the dev channel, Glitch.
Yep. Wow, it keeps on scrolling up. I hate that whenever I change channel.
Does it?
It's so frustrating. Okay, so that one's not a comment. Can you write the basic god buffs in stone, like marketplace discount and staking buffs? This will stabilize the god prices a bit. We're looking forward to the benefits, obviously. Yeah, as I said, there's actually a massive internal document now where everything is being worked on. Like, there's a big focus on rolling out the basic features of the gods, and also towards the staking features of the gods in the gods themselves as well. So that's all ongoing. Okay. Since there will be a lot of experienced players, OGs at Vulcan, would it be an idea to create some user input brainstorm sessions in small groups around certain topics live? I can imagine it being a bit much surrounding the main event, but it's pretty unique to have so many experienced players available at the same spot. And I noticed there's some pretty smart cookies as a part of the community.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, this is going to be, for a lot of you, it's going to be a holiday, and I think you're going to make a lot of friends there. It's a whole day event. I can't reinforce enough how much that, we have got some tickets left and some people cancelled. If you haven't got your ticket yet, or you want someone to come with you, do come, because we've gone all out and decorating different rooms of the hall for different quadrants, LED shows, 3D mapping, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, point is there's some downtime in between all these little events in the day where you can all gather together and have little brain cons or whatever you want to do.
Awesome. Crypto Nova, I mean, if you're spending all day with your rod in your hand, Valentine's Day is coming up. It's just I'm not going to ask because we've already answered the fishing question. When you buy a land, but said land still has a Sedalian contract running, you still get only half lava earnings. Will there be a way to disband Sedalian contract? Well,
that's an interesting fringe case. So let's say I rent out a land, I'm getting 50%, and then I sell that land. At the moment, the system should give the new owner of that land the 50%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's logical. I mean, you can't just, otherwise a Sedalian joins your land, and then just because you choose to sell the land is a bit unfair on the Sedalian to get booted out of it. So no, I think the contract has to stay.
I'll discuss I'll discuss with the back end to see if we can actually get the Sedalian status of the land visible as well, so that they can actually visualize it if interested in purchasing. Grim Reaper, yep, we have Mr. Walter Chambers has saved my ass today, and he is recording the AMA.
In fact, maybe we shouldn't even sell. You shouldn't be able to. You shouldn't be allowed to be sell. You shouldn't be able to sell land if it's being rented to someone. I wonder if that's even a legal move, really.
I'm not sure. We'll have to look into all these different options. Send it. There is no exact time frame yet. I will actually try this week to see how soon we can get the staking lava buffs and level 2 features of gods. I need to get a big time frame on all of this. There's just a lot underway on that front. Is there any way to see in VF that a plot is for sale when I walk by it? Yes, I actually think it shows now if you're walking past a plot that it's for sale.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is actually showing that. Lava referrals before January 13th have not been credited. Okay, let me just. I will note that down on my little note of book. 1 second, there we go, and I'll chase that up. When can we start using the Vulcan Ledger?
Let me tap into. I'm going to get an ETA, guys. I'm not going to say anything because I know we don't want dates at the moment. So let me just type ETA on Lava Bank Ledger. I don't think it will be for a few weeks because we've still got to make the Goblin. And we still got to make the actually the API routes aren't so difficult, so I wouldn't expect it. Let's just say March to sort of not promise too much.
From Lian, it's a strange one. Is there really a Lord of the Rings metaverse coming to VulcanForged?
No, he's writing that because Trader SD said he wants a Lord of the Rings metaverse, and I tweeted and said, "Yeah, sure, we'll make it." But I was obviously not serious because Lord of the Rings is obviously a copyright trademarked thingy, and VulcanVerse is very similar to Lord of the Rings, so we don't need a Lord of the Rings. But yeah.
All right. Well, yes, and I'm pretty sure for sale signs are actually in there because I do remember. Not long ago, sorry, this is like one of the comments just under that. Pretty sure I have seen for sale signs within VulcanVerse. Somebody else could probably confirm that for me, but I am pretty sure I've seen it. When Phalanx Info,
we're testing them right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're testing them right now, but like we're actually reworking slightly something just to make it a lot more fun as well. Like. The whole process for generating your avatars is going to be it's going to be a very fun experience, and it could actually have some very funny outcomes as well. So
is that being passed on?
Yeah. No, it's like there's a whole document be drafted up for it. It's like it's not actually something going to take long to implement, but it's just going to make it a much more immersive kind of experience as well. So people are going to actually get attached to their avatars. It is very fun.
Let's share some screenshots of what it looks like now though from the Rego, just so he gets excited.
He's excited all the time.
Okay.
Right. have you got any screenshots there?
I'm trying to find the link for it. I know it was shared with me. It's in the Phalanx.
Actually, no, wait a second. I do have screenshots, I think.
All right then.
Let me a second. A moment. Yes. Is this one that is shareable? Let me just. I need to double check on something just to make sure this screenshot doesn't come with anything unintended with it. Good God, where was that from? Wow, I've got a lot of crap on my PC. Just double checking. Okay, so this is like a basic kind of layout of that, and also, nope, that's the wrong direction. This is the right direction. Those other screenshots were actually from bugs, so no, it is not much shareable beyond what I have just posted. I don't have the live link with me right now, but anyway, that's fine. It's coming. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, and yeah, Like your avatars are going to be a part of you moving forward. It's going to be very fun. Right. Oh, we had this a few updates ago, but it's gone now. Okay, I'm going to have to ask why. I'll note that down as well. Why no more for sale signs? I think that must have been accidentally removed during one of the updates. Okay. Mastiff covered that in the other chat. We are expanding all the time to be able to roll out a much more solid working platform. We're expanding massively all the time, so yes, it's happening. Here we go. Where's this? Glitched, has my partner been hassling you? She says you've gone cold on her. That has actually been done, including the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that entire account has been sorted. Massity. I wouldn't... Yeah, from what I was just reading, it's done. From Dude, yes, tournaments start tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to play it by ear, though. The Mythic Legendary may have to be postponed. Was planning on the update going through smoothly. I'm pretty sure that was actually down to Apple being all weird. From CF, when GV's next roll? I'm sure I can add a few more to that. Holy crap, yeah, that's a lot of different roles there. Is the grant for onboarding new games into the ecosystem still ongoing? From Niels is the question.
It is, but actually we've got something coming. It's not an NDA. I can tell you now that ourselves and TDeFi, Trade Dog, we're releasing a massive metaverse fund to onboard people to Elysium, because we've got obviously they're putting up more money than we are, because they have it. But we get so many games and metaverses asking us to build stuff for them, and we just can't do it anymore. So what we're doing is we're going to be allocating them some funds to do it, on the condition, of course, that they come to Elysium, and in which case we'll not only help them, but we'll market them, connect them to exchanges, get them on Elysium. Basically, reasons to come to the VulcanForged family. So yes, there's a metaverse fund coming up between ourselves and TDeFi.
And I will kind of tease here during the AMA that there are currently, I think, planned for next week, there should be 4 meetings to actually close on 4 new games for Elysium. So yes, and one of those is actually pretty much a live game. They're just going to be adapting it to become an NFT-based game. So yeah, I really like to close on that. It's a very fun looking game, specifically that one. There is also another one where talks are about to go into another stage. They're actually a VR-based game as well. So there's a lot of things happening, and the onboarding is never ending. So yes. Will Vulcanites be utilized in Tartarus, like a pet who helps you kill mobs?
No, not. I mean, it may be in the future, but for now, no. We just want to get the sort of focus on the avatar. I mean, this is the place where you really, just like the Gladiator Arena, this is the place where you use all your avatar buffs, like your spear, your shield, your robes, your consumables. You know, we've got all these sort of items and cards ready, but there's nowhere to use them in the main world because the Vulcanites fight instead. So, no, we want to keep Tartarus and the Gladiator Arena purely avatar fighting.
Cool. Dude, this one's for you, my friend. Any news on the design a card contest? And also, this one's for Jamie. Any tips on activities we should do in Athens besides Vulcan?
No, that's the only very important thing really going on. It'd be too hot to go anywhere else. Okay, yep. I think the Acropolis is worth seeing. Come over for coffee, my house, see the office. If you're VIP, of course, only.
So yeah, I'll let Dude, if he's around, to answer the design card contest. Where are we? Gotta keep on going down. To get Troy land, do I need 1,000 PYR on Polygon, or is Pyre ETH okay too?
Polygon. Soon to be Elysium.
Yes. And yes, the bridge is being implemented on Vulcan decks. But again, one thing that a lot of people have to realize, no matter where the bridge is, no matter what the bridge is, the fees are going to exist. Like the bridge that we're implementing is literally just to have it in-house, but it's the same tech. So it's literally just to make it a slightly easier step because it's within it, but you're still going to be paying the fees. There's nothing magical going to happen where all of a sudden within the Vulcan bridge, we're not going to be handling the fees for bridging tokens. So just bear that in mind. It's not some sort of magical solution. It's just to make it more accessible for everyday users. Are there metrics available on number of Sedalians? I used to have about 50% plot fills, but recently that's dropped to 10%. Not sure if overall number of Sedalians are the same, or if they just don't want to join my lands. Well, actually, I can tell you now that the BTF Sedalian program has exploded. So I can actually probably get a metric from the back end, because that will be something that is going to be visible on the websites. But yeah, I don't think the actual numbers have dropped due to anything that's been ongoing. Again, totally the opposite. We know a lot of the guilds have been putting a massive amount of effort into onboarding people, and I just have to, I have to do a huge shout out to the incredible effort that Armiga, Walter, and Mukti have actually put into the BTF guild itself. So yeah, it just comes down to effort and marketing efforts from individuals, really. Because I know a lot of individuals that have their plots pretty much filled all the time. So, yep, I'll try and get that metric up. Okay. Is there any update you can give on Elysium, the other world, NFT foraging paradise?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's going to be. To be honest, the world's already made, and there's no sort of major game functionality to put there like Tartarus was. So it's just sitting there. I mean, the scene's made. There are two things you can do in Elysium. One is obviously you forage stuff you wouldn't be able to get in the main world, and second of all, you can bring out all your Vulcanites. So that's the only place you can sort of test out what Thunder looks like and whoever else looks like. So they're the only two features we're putting in Elysium for now. I haven't focused on it because we've been focused on Tartarus so much, but I will ask the team. Let me ask them today actually on whether or not we can start integrating that into VulcanVerse soon. Could we even get that before Tartarus, actually?
Okay, that's been answered. NFT old to new wallet transfer completion. If yours hasn't been completed already, just send me a DM and I'll have it looked into. When iOS admin capabilities app? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. To put it simply, that's a very strange question.
No, I don't get it.
Okay. Moving on. You can reword that and put it further down. I think there's some when you bought land.
Yeah, so this shouldn't have happened. I don't think land should have been
sold. No. I think there's a misunderstanding. I was a Sedalian myself before I bought land, but that contract is still running 120 days. So now I'm a landowner, but that Sedalian contract of 120 days is still running with the other landowner, and therefore I still only get half lava. That is a very interesting situation. Okay, I will take this note down, and I will discuss that with the back-end team, because this is a variable that I don't think was actually taken into consideration.
I agree.
But it's a very interesting one, and also congratulations on picking up your plot of land. Welcome to the family. The XP is being sorted due to some errors that were coming up, so I'll try and get an ETA on XP. Vulc no longer under maintenance. Okay, let me just tab that out.
Just got an update on Elysium. It's going to be integrated into VulcanVerse by the end of February. So yeah, the scene is ready to go.
Cool. Block Games 36. When conglomerates?
Well, it looks like I'm not going to get you. Well, it looks like the NDAs expire on Tuesday. So if they do, then you know perfectly well Mr. Hype Master here will milk it out every single minute to make sure it gets as much exposure. I don't think anyone realizes the scope of who is coming to Elysium. But that's it. Thank you.
Cool. Will there be a separate wallet for the earned lava from staking, so we can see how much lava is earned a month? No. I suppose it could be divided, because it's going to be. That'll have to be worked out.
Stick it in the My Forge. It's going to cause way too much. I mean, I'm already scared of the staking anyway, let alone throwing it around different wallets. Let's just keep it.
No, it won't be different wallets, but just how it's displayed for the user. I think is.
I see. Or how much you've earned. Oh yeah. We can do that. Yeah, no worries.
What would be some possible avenues for larger investment funds and VCs in making sizable investments into VF without negative impact on current tokenomics?
Well, it wouldn't be any more token. We have had several VCs approach us now, and it wouldn't be a token deal. Like back in the day before, it was easy. We just got offered over-the-counter deals. We never took any of them. Maybe we took one or two. I don't know, nothing big. But now it's a different. We're different.
It's traditional.
Much bigger. It is traditional. So it would be called a Series A. And if we did do a Series A, it wouldn't just be one firm, it would be a number of firms. It wouldn't be giving up any tokens, it would be this whole 100 share thing. So right now I obviously own 100 shares of the company. We would be selling, for example, 20 shares of the company. And you just buy air and sell it on for more air, more expensive air. We're considering it. When we haven't said yes to anyone yet, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, sorry Patrick, I somehow skipped right over that question. I think I was seeing Armiga trying to troll me. In the tweets, Jamie talks about tier 1, 2, 3 Troy land based on power holding. Does that have anything to do with VV landowners?
Yeah, I mean, VV landowners will be getting the lowest tier, but it will be the lowest tier. The only way to get the highest tier is going to be through buying it or staking the 1,000 peer, of which you still lose a percentage of. So we're going to make it very hard to get the tier 1. So yeah, so all the free stuff is most likely is the last tier. We might give out some tier 2s, we'll see, but it won't be the best. I think your dog's going off, Glitch.
Yeah, sorry, I've just had a delivery guy arrive, but I think my wife is handling. Shout at a dog.
All right, car contest, dun. When can take a home loan in real life via Vulcan Bank? Good, soon, TM. How far with the option to get gem lava as cold lava? What do you mean? How far with the option to get gem lava as cold lava? Oh, that's a taxing claimable thing. Don't know is the answer, I'm afraid. Oh, I think, have I been disconnected? Or am I still? Oh no, I'm still on. 36, well done, Walter. A lot of work on the landmarks. When Charon in the Delta? Good question. Why exactly do you want to build a bridge yourself? Well, we had to, because you have to build a bridge per the token. There was no peer bridge before, and we had to build it. You can't just use an out-of-the-box bridge for any token, unfortunately. MyForge iOS app. Oh, right. Yeah, Apple. Oh, yeah, the Apple crypto thing. Well, look, if they are serious about allowing crypto on the apps, then blimey, that is great for us. Absolutely great, because right now we're using a workaround where it's one-to-one, off-chain, on-chain. Has this question been answered? Glitch skipped it. Yeah, just answered it. Solve that problem by cancelling. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was a bit harsh on the Sedalian cancelling a contract. They rent it out and someone sells it. I just don't think the plot should be able to be sold. But we'll come up with something. For the lava that will be paid to landowners from next week, will the lava amount match the equivalent of peer? No, it will be divided. It'll be more peer. So because we're doubling the amount, because we know peer is more valuable, a lot more valuable. So it's like 500,000 lava divided amongst all of you. So I don't know if that's 21, maybe it's 42. But I think it's just safer to do it that way. So it will be in lava tokens. I mean, we should know wallet, a separate earning box. Yeah, good. Pyrian, have you already thought about advertising in the sport or racing sector such as crypto.com? We have got a partnership coming up with crypto.com actually, and a marketing thing. It's not in the sports, but regarding sports and movies actually, we've got some massive names coming in on sports, like massive. So yeah, hold our beer on that one.
I'm back.
Would it be possible one day that private regional investors also invest in the company? Well, again, we have to float the company, and I don't think we're at that stage yet. I think once we get to sort of sandbox size, then we'll think about floating the company on the exchange, but not there yet.
Any news about Binance Incentive?
They still want to do it. I held back on it because I think staking with Binance right now, just after the hack, was a little bit dangerous. But we are doing a campaign with Binance of learn to earn. So people will get awarded peer from passing a quiz on Binance about the VulcanForged ecosystem. So we've already sort of set that up. It's up to Binance when they launch it. I imagine it will be this month or next month.
Cool. Is there a new Android app update? Well, actually, one that had to be completely revisited just due to the change in flows and how the wallets connect. So yes, I believe there was somebody recently brought in to be looking at that, but that's one that will have to actually be looked up in the back end. Any possibility to convince KuCoin to add a Polygon withdrawal route?
I've literally just asked them for that right now, because they did ask it before, and I know they charged us for doing it. So we will do it. Let's push forward. I know they did charge quite a lot, but screw it, everyone wants it, so let's just go forward with it.
How is hospital food in Greece?
Well, it's terrible, isn't it? You can't eat anything. The chicken was bland, the potato had no salt, and I smuggled in a packet of crisps and I got told off by the nurse. I was trying to hide them underneath my butt, but she came in and saw them and told me off.
He got probed. Is there anybody else have any quick last questions? Right now I think one of the key things is to get you off your goddamn phone and actually sleep for a bit. When Vulcan Radio?
Yeah, good point. I guess we can sort of advertise again for that. I think that'd be a really good idea. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm pretty sure, unless I get told otherwise, I'm on Crypto Banter later on today, which is obviously a massive show. So I'm going to go get a little bit of rest now, have a couple of hours sleep, and try and freshen up and put on a smile for that. So tune in for that.
Yep. One last thing before we kind of sign off, guys. Tune in this Saturday to BTF, because we will actually be talking with one of our guild, one of our guilds. So it'll be a good show. There'll be a lot of things covered as well, and hopefully a lot of you who have you own your own land will be motivated by the level of work that they themselves have done. And I want to congratulate 315 on their recent token launch on VulcanDex, which was a big surprise to many of us.
Oh, and someone asked why BNB's appearing on my floor, just because we're supporting all the Sin City lands is coming to VulcanForged, and that is a BSC token.
Awesome.
And Chumbi Valley.